10:10 anyway, so you can't complain. Let's get it in right away and get that intro going. I love y'all. I love y'all. Technically, I'm early, right? Technically, it's 10:10. I'm on the dot, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. What are you going to do today to change your life? You can, you will, you are the best. You got this, baby. If you believe you're the opportunity, then you are. The opportunity will follow you because that's what you are. You're the opportunity. Shout out to 63,940 for Bitcoin, getting a nice bounce back to the upside. Let's take a look at what I see happening for Bitcoin today. Bitcoin, inside of this rising wedge. Rising wedges can break out if they break out parabolically, right? We need to see Bitcoin get back inside. Look like it kind of fell out of this wedge. Looked like it was going to barely retest it, really, technically. Then got back inside, got back above the 1 minute 200 SMA. We know that is a beautiful combination for success. If you can get a trade above that 200 SMA, it likes to get a move. Bit of a double bottom here. Almost kind of a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, right? We've been watching this kind of weird movement all morning on this bigger inverted head and shoulder. So right when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw was just, a complex shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder kind of idea, or even here, shoulder, shoulder. It did start to break out. We got this move. We were looking for the 15-minute to break above the 200 SMA. That's what we're looking for. Let's get that music back up and running, shall we? Why not? Do I hear it? Why can I not? Oh, yeah. I love y'all. Who is having a great day? Who's full of love, light, and happiness and feeling themselves? Are you feeling yourself? Yeah. I just want to make sure you're feeling yourself. Who washed their belly button today? Did you wash your belly button today? All right. I just want to make sure you're clean. All right. You're not clean till you're clean in your belly button. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We have the Fed meeting in 3 hours. I do not trade Fed. Me no trade, no Fed. So when the Fed comes, I don't trade it. All right? It might get a huge pump. It might get a huge dump. It might get both. I've seen it all. And that's why I just choose to kind of watch the fun. It's a lot better not being in a trade. I've traded it here and there. I think a couple times I just happened to have been in a trade that I just couldn't let go. Liquidity's still down to 57,000. The big boys say we want to go lower. If you look at the bigger time frames, they suggest lower too as well. But only time will tell. I'll give you my shrewd. If I only traded the bigger time frames and never looked at any other time frame, all right, and that's all I did. Shrewdly, I would look right here, okay, on the Coinbase chart, and I would say, when you get back down here to the 21 moving average, right, the weekly may definitely want to come and touch it. It would be a beautiful place for us to continue our bigger move to the upside. Not saying it's guaranteed, but fine. If it doesn't happen on the weekly, it feels like it has to happen on the 3-day, okay? And so we still could be ready for this more of a downtrend here on the 3-day till we tap this. We could draw a little Fibonacci here. And so if we just kind of only look at this time frame and we keep our cool, it says we're coming down to the 786 at 55, or at least to the golden pocket at $59,60,000, right? Now, is that guaranteed to happen? The daily is putting up a pretty big fight here for possibly putting in a higher low, okay? Slightly, or just, an even low here. But, there's a high, there you could say that's a low, that's a high, that's a higher low. And, you're looking for hidden bullish divergence on the daily, and you got it, right? I mean, that's swing up to swing up. That's a sharp swing down. So that kind of tells us that the trend could continue to the upside. Again, it could indicate this could continue to fall, but right now, things are looking interesting for me. Now, the moving average is a little far apart on the daily for me to believe we're going to get this bigger move, but you know what? There is some bullishness in the air. The price is right for Bitcoin. I take a look at that fear and greed index, which actually I think is still in the 70s. I'd like that way back here. I feel like after a crash like this, we should be in the 50s. A bit high for me, don't you think? Who thinks this is a bit high? But again, they're the ones that know it, right? So I should listen. I did say whenever this was an 80 and this high, and I did not sell, it was always a bad move. And I'll stick to that every single time I've seen it in extreme greed. 80, 82. So we were last week at 81. I think we went higher at one point. But anytime I see us in extreme greed, you do not take profits. It usually is not the best sign. All right. I'm going to be nice to you, give you some free data here on Token Metrics. Token Metrics is amazing. We should get a link there for them and all that. We don't do that. It's weird. Soul Casino, right? That thing continues to rip. All right. And I gave all the hottest coins that I believe are going to pump to the upside last night in my trading group. I talked about Aerodrome, which is up 6% in 24 hours, back to 74. I'm telling you right now, you got to understand what's happening and what is getting built. What is getting built is important. And what I mean is once you understand infrastructure in crypto, it's not just about, what's the hot name? It's about who's putting what and where. The big money, right? Brian Armstrong, Coinbase. He's got that money. Facts, right? He's a businessman. He's expanding business. He's going to continue to do well, in my humble opinion. He's created that base protocol with Coinbase. They're going to break into DeFi. You think they're going to let everyone else just eat DeFi when they have the probability, the capabilities to build? No. So they got base. Aerodrome is that cake, is that Uniswap. I'm telling you, Aerodrome, I'm on to it. I got Uni when it first came out. I got the airdrop. I was on Uni. Bang. I got into Cake, right? I can understand. I got into Phantom because I got into Matic. I understand how DeFi works. I have a course on it. If you want to learn how DeFi works, please hit the link below and jump on into my course. It'll blow your mind. All right? We look at BOOKMAP, still liquidity to the downside, but we're fighting back, trying to get back to that $64,000 region. We're going to get to the small time frames in a second. I will not be live trading because I don't open up live trades on Fed Day. Sorry if that disappoints you. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. All right. Been saying to get into Arrow for weeks. Glad you're on board now. No, I've been in Arrow for a month now. Yeah. So don't try to play me, Scottish Crypto. I probably was in before you, my man. Don't you even play me. All right. We're talking, around 30 cents. Maybe you got in before 30 cents. But I've been talking about Arrow for a while. I could show my buy. Where's my buy? My buy was like 3 weeks ago. Anyway, so look, the movement here is the 87,000. If we do get a sweet measured move, right? That's just where we're likely going to go for Bitcoin. Nice and clean, nice and easy on the bigger time frames. The bigger time frames make more sense. You see my spaghetti and my drawings in the nitty gritty when we have to get down. But look, tight moving averages, when they're far apart, you always have to expect some type of toughness. You get in when they're tight, you start taking profits when the 21 and the 200 get far apart and you get a bearish divergence. And look, you have a bearish div here that played out. Okay, right there. Swing down while that swung up, and you collapse to the downside. Bearish divergence. We talked about it on the channel. I said there's bearish div on the daily, bearish div on the 12-hour, bearish div on the 8-hour. I mean, I remember saying it just like that, like in a radio voice with repetition. I said, dang, it's everywhere. Shout out to everyone. If you want to jump into the trading group, all right, where last night, FCON even made gains despite what the market did of 22%. Which I found uncannily crazy. And I also found 3 hot coins that look hot right now, that look like they may defy the odds of gravity no matter what Bitcoin does. And I'm able to find the hottest coins just by searching tirelessly throughout the day and night for you every single day to see if there's something out there. And for me, I'm obsessed. My obsession is your obsession. You know that. So 22% here for gains at FCON. We all read yesterday on the live stream. Jamie Zeno, I told you, the guy is skilled. He is an amazing detail-orientated person, and he nailed it again. Shout out to Jamie. I'm telling you, man, Jamie's on point. So does the group include courses? There is a free course inside the group and an entire list of a bunch of, it actually, yes, it does. I have an entire content directory inside, and this is all the stuff that I'll teach you. So much stuff. Even look, a free Mexi tutorial just came in yesterday to teach you how to trade, help what's going on. Let me actually copy that message link and put that there. And because, and just copy paste. I don't type if I don't have to over here. But, join the 99. It'll blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. Oh, yeah, I put it in the wrong spot. Wrong spot? Oh, no. Maybe I still got the, no, yeah. I'm going to get there one day, guys. Don't worry. I'm better at the charts than I am at this stuff. You can tell, right? Yeah. Content directory. More. Copy message link. Live for charts. Paste it up. I just want the whole, everyone to remember that there's a Mexi tutorial there for showing you how to spot trade, all the new things they've added for spot trading, which is really awesome. And I would like to talk about that too. I haven't seen anyone else do this. But, let's take a look here at Mexi. Mexi, if it's applicable in your area and you could trade on Mexi, I highly agree. We have people from all around the world here on the channel watching. All right. It will be announced. It's likely going to stay flat at 5.5. I don't think they're cutting rates at all. And enjoy, the lowest fees on Mexi in the market. All right. If, and you can cut these fees in half by holding the Mexi token. Right now they're 0.02, but you can cut them in half. And I believe turn this to 0. If you hold up to 1,000 Mexi tokens, it is about like almost, 3,400 right now, maybe more. We'll look at the price, but that will give you a discount, giving Mexi token a utility. And that's why I love BNB token, KuCoin shares. Once I started trading, I understood exchanges, right? That's the first thing you kind of understand because you're using it all the time. I hope you know. Once I understood how they operate and worked, I realized, wow, exchange-based tokens are a great way to make money during the bull run. You got Gate.io token, you got BNB, I love BNB. BNB continues to get used. I used it last night to buy Arrow on PancakeSwap. Pancake is still a premier swap that works amazingly well. Cake is still a great coin. Can Cake get back to $44? I don't know if the hype is ever there back for Cake. Possibly, though. Do you guys think Cake could get back to $44? I want to know in the chat. Do you guys think Cake can get back to $44? Let me know in the chat. I'll put up a poll. It's an interesting concept, and maybe you guys have more insight than me. Or maybe I'm the Cake guy, right? I mean, if DeFi gets really big, can Cake get back to $44? Start a poll. I really want to know. Tell me in the poll here in the comments. All right. Back to Bitcoin. All right. This looks hot right here. Props base on the daily. And again, it could make a right shoulder and dump. Bitcoin could take it down. Anything is possible. But previous resistance support came back for kind of a double bottom, bounced up. I look for smaller time frames for flags and confirmations, but the daily looks beautiful. Like it wants to go all the way to 8.9. I don't own any. I don't know the company. I just saw a flag here, and I'm nice enough to share it with you. It's also what I call an ascending cup and handle, a half a cup and handle, if you may, but an ascending cup and handle. And the cup is moving to the upside here, and it plays out. I've seen it many times in my life as a cup and handle. So, but you do however you want. Okay, so Bitcoin, the daily and the 4-hour both looking good to me for a move back to the upside. I'd like what I'm seeing here, right? The fact that you got back above or you didn't break the 200 SMA on the 4-hour is a big sign. Had you got below the 4-hour 200 SMA, we were going further down, all right? Unless we break below the 4-hour 200 SMA, we will not dump, my friends. So, and again, I'm not saying we're not going to dump, okay? I'm just telling you, if we just keep doing this and the 4-hour bounces and we start, you know what I mean? And now, if we close the candle below the 4-hour, at any point, the 4-hour yellow line here, the one I use, the 200 moving average, the simple moving average, just the moving average, it's likely we will see some downside. So this is a very bullish sign right now that we did hold the line and we did get the bounce, and that the daily is creating, to me, a bullish candle. Could we get a bullish engulfing? If we get a bullish engulfing, if this candle ends up engulfing that candle, we're going to be back in business possibly. So again, there's hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. It's clear as day. See it? Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. So the 8-hour one failed, but the daily comes through. And that's a strong bullish divergence. That tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. And it's about a 90% accurate indicator. Again, anything is possible. I'll say that and be like, he said 90% and dumped. He's such a loser. I get it. I'm a YouTuber. People are going to attack me, right? I'm a known guy. People are going to be able to just throw whatever they want at me. But I'm not going to see or hear those people because my frequency is so high and I'm full of so much love. And my mom and dad are looking down on me because they passed away this year and they're there with me that I'm full of so much love. I really just can't feel the hate. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I don't know where, I know there's hate out there and I know there's people that are probably jealous, but I choose not to think about those things and I pay attention to the beautiful people in my life. I show up for each and every one of you. Shout out to the 1,182 beautiful souls here on the live, jumping on it with me today on this beautiful day. And again, everyone thinks, oh, it's over for Bitcoin. All right. Thanks for sharing your wealth of knowledge. Incredible content. Shout out to Grace Thomas. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for saying that. What up, lifer? Keep up the hard work. These live streams are the TA you provide to explain your thought process. Amen. Love you, Sam Teacher. Love you, Satoshi Love. Thank you. Darkness cannot exist in the light. They are natural enemies. Shine bright, brother. Love you, man. Swade Houston. Love that. Sam got in already, bro. He was the first to talk about Arrow. Amen. God bless all you beautiful lifers. Love is contagious, but right back at you, lifer. Amen. Amen. Ramadan Mubarak. So real quick, if I have a moment of your time, and I'm going to get to the smaller time frames. I got this letter when I got this big alpaca rug yesterday in the mail. Condolences. And it was, what it was? It was the, which I got to bring back. Oh my gosh. My mom and dad see this little, I got this cool little dove for my mom and dad, right? Let me set it. And, my team made this for me. My dad with the 4-leaf, the Irish clover, and my mom with the daisy, right? And so he took this guy, one of our followers, Crypto Cash, the guy from Tahoe. He took this and, he turned it into an alpaca rug. Can you believe that? And this is going to blow your mind, the letter I got. Are you ready? This is going to blow your mind. Condolences. I'm not going to cry when I read this letter. Condolences. May this gift lift your spirits and bring your spirit of your mother and father alive forever in the realm of this life. Lifer, you live in love. That inspires me. Your quote, every single moment is a chance to give. Love is all we have. This beautiful rug was made by a small family that I support in the high mountains of Peru. They live and love as you do. They are poor and they live from day to day, but they are the happiest people I know. It's so amazing. I live in the moment and they live in the moment as we all should do. I've been following you for many years now, but I'm not a trader. But I follow you more for the love you share with others and your passion for life. Your energy and passion are contagious. And I can speak for everyone that follows you. Thank you so much again. And may all your dreams come true. Dang it, I said I wouldn't cry. Why does it always have to happen? Anyway, Crypto Cash, man, you broke my heart. Thank you so much. That was crazy, bro. I never thought that when I played with the charts and made money, that we were going to create a community like this that was going to change the world, and that was going to inspire people to see what life was really all about. Yes, we want to change our lives. Yes, we want to make financial freedom. Yes, we want to do great things. But man, this is what it's all about. All right. Brett on Solana. Yo, everyone keeps saying Brett on Solana. I'll take a look at it at one point. But don't fade us on some baloney, all right? So let's take a look here. So Bitcoin bounced off of daily support as well. It did not close a daily candle below these two candles, which is a big deal. All right. It's a really big deal. So far, could we go lower? Yes, we may. I don't want to blow, I don't want to say it's all great. There's some key issues on the smaller time frames that we're going to break down. And we don't know what Jerome Powell is going to do today and where we're going to end up. All right. I'm not a trader, but I'm always drawn into your streams. Been here 3 years now. Kenny G, we love you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Love the community. It's a family. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. We love you. We appreciate you. And, you know, if you push for something that you want every single day or that you desire every single day, you will be there. You will be there. That's exactly what will happen if you keep pushing. Our next big resistance for Bitcoin is right here on the daily. Okay, it's 68,402 as well. That's really the next big zone, like and right above us there, 65,100. Those two areas are going to be in our way. We break above 68K, it's likely we charge back to the all-time high. You see? Because there's just not a lot of resistance after 68,000. So far, so good. We've got a bounce. Love, it's all good. Sorry for Shill and Brett on Solana, but there's so much crap on Dex Screener. I'm worried for the people. I think Brett is a better play in a small market cap. Thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate it. We'll take a look at it. Hey, I like that you added that extra kind of respectful moment there. Blessings on blessings to you and yours. Thank you. Can you move yourself to the right a bit? Even further? Why? You mean over here like this, right? That's where I should be. I could be a little smaller. What if I was so big? Oh. That's better off, right? Little Sam. We got Big Sam, we got Little Sam. Looks good. Now upside down. Yeah. Pickle Rick, man. Always messing with me. You got me on that one. All right, so the daily. Hidden bullish divergence. What is that? When you have a sharp swing down on the RSI, but price action swings up on, and not too bad. And if I do take this wick to that wick, which I didn't do before, we technically bounced like pretty close to the 786, you could say. If you take this candle body, that is the 786 from that one right there. And we did get a bounce. Pretty interesting. So, did we close? We have a fair value gap that we dipped into too, which we hit. You know what I'm saying? So we hit that FVG right here. We tapped into liquidity once. We don't have to do it again, but I'm just saying. Like ICT has been checked on that account if you're an ICT fiend. So look, falling wedge now. Bouncing off the 200 SMA. We need this kind of bounce here. And see if Bitcoin could make the beautiful symmetrical triangle to the upside that we all know and love. All right? When we're in a beautiful uptrend and then continue. Now, it's not all roses here. Let's continue here. So now here we are on the 4 hour, and this is where we're going to spend most of the day. All right? And what I see here is a possible inverted head and shoulder on the 4. That could break us up to this level. The measured move, right? These are just, and I'm just speculating completely here on projection. Take it about 67, but get us back above key resistance here at 65,000 and break back above 65.5. Then the weekly candle would close back above, right? So there's a chance the weekly candle could close back above 65.5. If that happens, things start to change. The whole story kind of changes. Another thing that I'm seeing here, we have that smaller idea. We also have the bigger inverted head and shoulder here that could also save us. Are you getting excited? Because I am. You know what I'm saying? There's a chance here that it's not all doom and gloom and that the low things that we bought down here are actually going to pay off. And we didn't just buy the dippy dip that becomes another dip. Because I did buy a little bit here. You have to if you're in crypto like me. I added some bags. I added some things. I told the trading group 2 key coins that I'm getting into. And I got into them last night. I added a nice position in a coin last night. Wouldn't you want to know? You can find out in my trading group if you want to know what's happening. I show you exactly what I buy, exactly what I'm selling, when I'm selling it, when I'm buying it, what I'm doing. I show my entire portfolio on a weekly screen share every single Thursday night. We sit together from 8:30 to like 10:30, sometimes 11, 2 to 3 hours. We hang out, we break it down. I talk about all the different sectors of crypto. I talk about where my exposure is, why I'm exposed to it, what I like about it, what's new, what's coming, why I want to be, you know what I'm saying? And then we break down Bitcoin, total, and so much stuff. So if you want to get into a trading group that will motivate you to love yourself, that'll push you to believe that you can do anything you want, and that'll show you can do anything you want, and that the leader of the group does whatever he desires as long as it's positive and beautiful and lives with God, and shows you gains on a constant basis, then I don't know what else you're looking for, because I'm here for you every single day educating. I've educated people for free on this live stream. Thousands of people around the world have said, you know what, Sam, thank you so much. People have sent me letters and presents and gifts, and the community is out of control. It's a beautiful place to be. And I'm telling you right now, if you're missing positivity in your life and you need a place to go where people don't, just only really build you up, then this is the place. All right? The trading group. If you want to know how to get into the trading group, give us 1 month, $99 will change your life. I'm telling you right now. It'll inspire you. Even if you come for 1 month and leave, I know you will be inspired for the rest of your life. You will always remember the opportunity and what happened. Hit the link here. It'll take you to cryptolifer.com. Right there in the pinned comment. And that's my beautiful website we've designed. Join today. Unlock financial freedom. Gain an education. All right? I have an entire course inside of the group that people would have charged you $3,000 for. You have access to it immediately. Jump on in today and change your life. We have a place where you can post your charts. We can ask you what you're doing. We can go over all the things that you posted. We can help you become a new trader. We can use technical analysis, so you're not using emotions. So you have a plan. We teach you risk management. Do you have any type of risk management? Do you know what you're doing? Do you have any type of system at all? It's time you get focused. It's time you get disciplined. It's time you stop running away from what you need to get done. Well, let's get it done together. Let's make it happen. This is the time. The dip is here, baby. If you got shredded on leverage and you don't know what you're doing, it's time to come to a trading group with people that know what they're doing to teach you. All right? I was getting played for years. I didn't know what I was doing. I joined a trading group. It changed my life. Not every trading group is equal. Not every trading group will be amazing. I know in my heart that if you join the trading group and hang out with us, it'll change your life. I just know it. I've seen too many people give me feedback and say, man, I'm never going to be the same after this. And, near and wide, from all around the world, it's insane. So anyway, I'm done shilling the services, but I'm here every single day for you. And again, if you don't want to join the trading group, I do this for free every single day. So, right, there's really no catch. All right, just keep coming back and you'll pick up what we're putting down. I hope. Okay. So we got the hidden bullish divergence. We got the bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Also another bullish sign for Bitcoin. All right. Now the bigger time frame suggests we go lower. It doesn't have to happen. We need Larry Fink to start out buying Grayscale. Really, that's all that's going on. Grayscale's overselling Bitcoin against, you know what I mean? Eventually, they won't have enough Bitcoin to sell. The whole world will get in. We'll have our halving. The ETFs will also want to get in, and we'll be back to business as usual. It only takes some time. And this is really, really nice technical-wise. When you keep going, a guy like me who's a technical analyst, I start, like there was bearish divergence here. Like you can't, my whole system is based on this dumping. If we didn't dump here, I would have been like, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? Like that bearish divergence has to play out for me, for all my teachings to make sense. So when I see things getting extended and it's looking erratic, I'm very pleased to see the technical analysis play out, everything kind of get back into formation. And because that's what was supposed to happen. You were supposed to dump here when the 21's away from the 200. You were supposed to dump when you had the bearish divergence. All right. So like that's what was supposed to happen. That's what happened. You were overbought on the stochastics RSI with a red R up here. There was bearish divergence right here alone too. That little swing and that swing on that. There was a smaller bearish dip. That's when you just see multiple confluences of bearish divergence all over the place. And you can't hide from it. Once you start building your technical analysis toolbox, what will happen is the bearish ideas will scream at you. They'll be everywhere. Wow, the birds are back, man. Today was the loudest day for the birds. I woke up, opened my door, and today was the day. For whatever reason, And it's funny, isn't the first day of spring March 21st? Tomorrow, or it might even be today. It's funny. The timing of the earth is so perfect. The birds feel it, and they're the first ones. Like, because, I listen to the morning every day, and yesterday was like, Today was the loudest day here on the East Coast. Like, the birds were out. Like, they're out. They are out of hibernation or wherever they were, all that cold. I don't know where the heck the birds go. I guess they fly south. But what about the little birds, like the robins and all those little tiny birds? They fly south too, I guess? I'd have to research more about my birds, right? So anyway, considering I had a bird on my shoulder throughout some streams, right? Remember Snowy the bird? Who remembers Snowy the bird on the live stream? First day of spring was yesterday. Really, the 19th. Record the birds. They play back the sound at half speed. The jungle it becomes. Really interesting. Somebody said Snowy the goat. I remember Snowy. Yeah. I mean, birds hibernate, I guess, huh? So, breaking it down, the 1 hour time frame. It's roofed a little bit, but I could see it just get, what we call pinned. See how these moving averages are getting tight? You have this. It's likely you're going to get the money printer on the 1 hour time frame. Back up here to the 200 SMA. You see what I'm saying? So, one can put up a long, technically here, with a stop loss below the divergence and see if you can coast on that 4 hour back to 73,000. This would be a very risky long, right? No guarantees it's going to play out, but it's definitely something to think about, right? Have you heard about Seller? No. Something big happened? Marv Cam, Snowy is nostalgic. Yeah. I need the scrim fast forward menu to see where Bitcoin left. Well, we have this reoccurring pattern that plays out on the 1 minute, like 4 or 5 times a day, but you can see it throughout multiple time frames. And it's when you have a bullish div, you get pulled away for the 21, and price action likes to pump back to the 200 SMA. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to happen here, and there's no guarantees at anything in trading, but we see it over and over and over again, an algorithm can move. The overbought RSI is not in our favor, but we could be getting what's called the pin. It also works in our favor because it keeps people shorting who only know how to use the 1 hour time frame, all right? And that's kind of what, So it looks, I say I don't want to trade today, but just right now, if the 15-minute can shoulder, head, right shoulder, stay inside this ascending triangle, we look like we have a bit of a long here. If the 15-minute gets back above the 200 SMA, it's a pretty good sign. Like we said before, too, the 7-minute was back above the 200 SMA. The 7-minute has a golden cross, all right? Now, the 7-minute did just double top at 67,300, 67,275. You see it right where we had resistance here? We just hit it again. Bounce, resistance, chop, resistance, bounce, little chop there, resistance. So crucial in the next, hour and a half, we get back above 64,200. So, you can't go all the way back to 73,000, 75,000, make new all-time highs if you can't break back above this key level here at 64K, okay? So, we're going to be watching the 7-minute time frame right now. That's going to be my go-to time frame that's going to show me what's likely going to happen. I'd like to trade this, but I don't like to trade Fed Day, but it is calling my name. It's saying, Sammy, who cares about Fed Day? Trade anyway, even though you told everybody you weren't going to trade. Break all your rules and go against what you said and trade anyway, Sammy. Why don't you do it, Sam? I don't know why. It's calling me. Does it call you? It's like it always makes you feel like there's never going to be another trade, right? The bird is the word. Have you heard? Shout out to Tori in the house. Love your live streams. Glad I found you. Can you look at Rango? Solana community seems good and deflationary. Is it one of those? Don't trade, don't break the rules. Jurgen Butts. Is that your real name? I mean, I'm not trying to be, I didn't laugh. I just asked the question. You ever laugh by not laughing? You just straight face, love your live streams. Rango Dango. Rango on Solana. Rango token. 90K market cap. I'm sorry, too small for me. All right. You may have found yourself a gem. Who knows? But I'm all set after that nasty kind of rug. It's not a rug, but might as well. Look like someone dropped liquidity. Look, it hasn't. 50. I'm out. I'm moving on. Please don't send $10 super chats for coins under at least a few $1 million market, at least $5 million market cap. Please, everybody. Please.
Hey, Lois. Hey, my name's Peter Griffin. And if you're going to send me a meme coin that's got $990,000 in liquidity, I'm going to be pissed, all right? Don't disrespect Cohawk, all right? Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before my...
Anyway, I tried to shake a man's hand who had no hand once. Not once, but twice at a wedding. And had to eat dinner at the same table. He probably, yeah, you know what? It happens all the time. He's had that happen to him a lot. And he probably liked you. And if he was a good guy, you guys had a good night. But don't do it again. So Bitcoin. Now I got the 1 minute for you because you're a degen and you can't help it. And so I know. And so I'm here for you. Okay? I'm here for the degen in you, even though I don't want you to be a degen. So we still kind of got this shoulder, head, kind of shoulder action. We still are respecting the 200 SMA. And this is that same flag that I just drew you on the 7 minute. On the other time, I got two different chats going on there for you. All right? So this is where we stand. Can 64K hold? And it actually doesn't really have to hold. The level that has to hold right here is 63,350. You see? And even right, actually, we'll call it 63,750. See it right there? Resistance, and then we hit this white line. So it's early, and again, that's a double top, right? So again, mixed signals at the very moment. And if this is a double top, we're going where? 1, 2, measured move, buckle my shoe. You lose this point of control, you're coming down here too as well, and then you're tussling back with this low area. And all of this, and then you got this neckline of the shoulder, head, shoulder that did break to the upside that we've been watching all morning. All right. Yes, it's scribbleness because you got my moving averages and all my cool little drawings. It's my drawings. Sammy's drawings over here. So look, get the papers. Hey, paisan. So double top rejection for Bitcoin. I'll keep this off because I don't want people to think I'm longing yet. And I'm not really longing anything. This is just an idea and a projection. Just like to see what could be, what could be. Could you bring the stop that low? 2.7 ain't bad. I'll take a 2.7. I don't like to, but I'll take it. Okay. All right. We got a $5 super chat. Bullish Roger Dodger. Thank you for the $5 Bullish Roger Dodger. We love you. We appreciate you. Been a while. Nice to see you back on the stream. Maybe you've been around. God bless you, brother. Thank you for being here. I've been watching every day for a few weeks and seriously considering joining the 99. Hey, man, do whatever makes you happy, brother. I don't want to force you to do anything. If it feels right, do it. That's all. I believe it'll be a really good idea for you because I know I dedicate myself to that trading group. I sacrifice my life for that group. And everyone in it knows it. And everybody here knows it. And everybody knows that I put everything I have on the line for this channel and that I don't play games. You know, I could have made this a 5-day-a-week thing and I would have been fine. I didn't have to bring equipment everywhere I go. I didn't have to be obsessed. But I made it so important to me that it became everything. And, you know, that is going to prove to be successful over time. It already has. We're grinding down. We're on our way. And shout out to all the YouTubers out here because every YouTuber helps every YouTuber. Shout out to all the traders out here. From Dan the Chart Guys, right? From Chris Inks. I love that dude. Such a nice dude. So nice to me every time we're on Twitter and we talk. We're going to hang out one day, you know? Shout out to Gareth Soloway. Shout out to everyone out there that pushes technical analysis. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to AJ Writes Crypto. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to anyone out there that is going to display technical analysis today. Tom Crown, right? Jason Casper. Eric Crown. And Tino, right? At Traders Reality, right? All of these people. So every one of them helps grow everything out here. You know what I mean? And love and light to every single human being on earth, man. I wish everybody a beautiful life. Every single person on the earth, I wish you a beautiful life. Dang it. There you go. Because If you have a beautiful life, you could only make the word better for me and my children and my life. So blessings on blessings to you, you know? And hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday. Wednesday, March 20th. And the weather's changing here on the East Coast. You can see it, you can smell it. And I'm excited. Crypto Plumber doing it again like he always does with the 10 Crypto Lifer memberships. Crypto Plumber, I love you and I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Satoshi Love for the $50 super chat. Thank you, Sam Teacher, to teach us so much every day. Your energy on mindset you share is amazing. Every day I learn more. Looking forward to live stream Dutch time. Just want to cry in your arms that day. I love you, man. You're funny, man. Love you, brother. Dutch time 1500. What is Dutch time 1500? Someone write that for me. I don't know. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. You did not have to do that. Okay. Very, very nice of you. That will come back to you tenfold. Blessings on blessings. Okay. So look, we got above the 200 SMA. We got a golden cross of the 7-minute time frame. Moving averages are tight. This is likely a move to the upside. Whenever you got above the moving average, you made a little flag. We were right there. We got to move. Doesn't mean we're going all the way. We would have to break this trend line to be bullish. So like we're not bullish until this trend line is breached. Resistance, 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 right? But we know where we stand. Because of technical analysis, we know where we stand. We know where to watch. We know the levels, right? If this flag breaks down, if we make the M and we lose this 200 SMA, we know we're likely going to drop down and make a new low. If we stay above it, we break above this high, we know we're likely going to break up to 67.5. If we break this trend line and we hold above it, it could be a bull trap. But if we move and we get back above this next level, then we're likely going all the way back up to 73,000. So this whole little diagram I have drawn for you has so much in store for us and teaches us so much. All right? And this took years to be able to just efficiently whip this up for you in a 5 to 10 minute period and know exactly what I'm talking about and to feel it and to be passionate about it and to know it and to know it like it was in my blood. You know what I'm saying? Like it was part of me. TA becomes part of you. It becomes your everything. If you give it everything you have, it becomes everything you have. It's pretty interesting. You know, not everything, because God and family, you know what I mean? But it becomes a very large part of your life. And everything in life will become like a technical analysis thought. Whether you do or don't do something, you know, you'll think about it, I think, with a little more education, with a little more thought, with a little more, you'll say, well, what's the pros and cons here? What's the probabilities of this and what's the probabilities of that? You'll be a little more of an outside thinker. You won't take things at face value. You will question things way more than you used to, and you'll never believe what somebody tells you ever again. You will find out you'll find out for yourself as much as you can. All right? Take that trade, lifer. You know you want to. Oh, I want to so bad. It's looking pretty. It's been sitting there just hanging out for me. And the bigger time frame that we could ride the wave of this divergence, that hidden daily, that could be the bottom. Like that could be the last chance we ever have to get Bitcoin below $61,000 ever again. It could be. I don't want to FOMO people in because I don't know what's going to happen. I want to make it very clear. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I do not know where Bitcoin's going to go. All right? You're frequently on my mind, my friend. I appreciate all that you do and everything that you are. Shout out to Dustin Cava, man. Dustin, man, I'll always remember the day, dude. Dustin got a one-on-one with me. I think it was 2 years ago now, a year and a half, something. And he said, Sam, I just got this one-on-one, not even just to tell you how amazing you are, man, and how this is just the beginning for you. And so much is coming your way. And like he could have seen my future. So much has happened to me since he said that. And so much has happened. Dustin, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings on blessings, man. Blessings on blessings, brother. Sam, you're Dutch too, Evo. You are Dutch too. Yeah. I've always, I believe, Dutch. Yeah. It's a beautiful day today. Don't you agree? It always is, baby. When you're alive and well and with the lifers. You know, a demo trade isn't a trade, right? Like That thing looks like it's going to moon everybody to the upside. But again, it's Fed day. But you know what? No Fed day at all. Just technical analysis is technical analysis. It should play out regardless based on whatever, you know what I mean? This says we're going to pop to the upside. That's what's happening. So my technical analysis says up. And again, the difference between me and a lot of people is I do say I don't know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but I eventually tell you what my system says is likely going to happen. And I do what my system says. So you can hold me to a call, even though I say, hey, I don't know where it's going to go. I don't. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. It's not where I think it's going. It's where, and look, there it is. We're up in the game right now. It's like I get a 90% vibe inside my body that tells me this is going to the upside based on all the things that I study. The 200-day moving average, all I have to do is enter this trade right now with a stop loss below this yellow line, and I have a chance of making some serious gains. And the Fed meeting being flat, like the CME watch tool, like what's, you know what I mean? Like I expect pretty much a nothing burger today. He says less and less. He's trapped in his own words at this point. Like he really can't say a lot, you know? So we got our CME watch tool here that we look at for you. 3 hours and 5 minutes till the meeting. Okay? We'll see what happens here. And then they be live. I'll be back live at about 2:15. My team will suggest somewhere between 1:30 and 2:15, depending. My stream will start. All right? Bitcoin not done yet. More downside coming. You called it first. I saw us pull into liquidity on a bullish 4-hour order block. Tesla man, and it has the gas down. Thank you for saying that, man. God bless you. But we don't know. We don't know for sure, but maybe. So your spot on analysis marks, So I got the 1 minute for you in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break up parabolically. We tried to break it today and got back above the 200. Bullish sign. I wouldn't be bearish until unless the 1 hour bearishly retests and loses this point of control. You're going to watch 62,789. You lose 62,789, 60,000, 61,000 is likely coming. Unless, but again, the second we get back above 64.4, it's on to 67,000. 64.4 is a key level right here. All right, so that's your 1 minute time frame, and then I got you on the 7 minute time frame. All right, Bitcoin's pretty much not as difficult as the last few days. I've been also analyzing it since like 7 in the morning. So I have 4 hours of going over Bitcoin, if you can only imagine. And I've pinpointed key areas. But Sam, didn't you go over 10 hours yesterday? I'll be honest, it's that. I believe I put a lot of effort in to make sure I don't give you trash. To make sure when I tell you something, it has something you can bite into. Okay? And if you keep coming back every single day, you're going to see how my system builds. The tightness of the moving averages, the lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, the stochastic bending, the RSI, it all comes into play. The VRVP on the side and showing that you got above this point of control in the 7 minute time frame, that you're above the second high volume node, telling you you're likely going to go to the value area highs all the way at 68,400. It's almost painted that this is going to happen. The moving averages and the golden cross. What else can I tell you? The shoulder, the head, the shoulder. I mean, that's bullish confluence. You broke out of the head and shoulder. You retested the neckline. You made a flag. You did break out of the flag on the 7 minute that I discussed. It just went a little low, but it definitely did pop to the upside. I went over this in my trading group. This was the 7 minute flag that I talked about here when I was playing with this smaller diagram. And it did eventually break to the upside. And we talked about, could the 7 minute change the style? And the 7 minute didn't lose the 200 SMA. It bounced off the 200 SMA. Could we still make a double top? Yes. Could we still dump? Yes. Look, swing up, a little bit of bearish dip there. And overbought on the stochastics. It's still kind of a sketchy day here. One step at a time, one moment at a time. We watch the 7 minute here. And it can get rejected. We want to see it, the stochastics come back down and have it bounce off the bottom of the trend line. Okay? Can you check Super Trump later, please? Right now is a good time, Send in your TA for Super Chats and TA, everyone. Anything you want to talk about. If you want to go over something, research a coin together. Okay? I can't look at stuff with a... Come on, man. I'm all set, bro. And maybe this is the wrong coin, but right now, I don't know what that is. Okay. Sam, the 200 SMA you taught me has been the missing piece I needed. I knew about it, but didn't take it so seriously until now. Tesla man, once you get with me and you understand the pieces of the puzzle that I'm giving you, things will make so much sense and really start coming together. I had $1,000 stolen from Phantom Wallet and wasn't from anything I clicked or connected to. Everything was sent without my consent or verifications. Tom Gunn. Maybe you connected to a site that you shouldn't have been connected to. Go into your Phantom Wallet today. If you can, check it out. If you can get into it. I don't know my password, but if you know yours, I'm just joking. I did abandon one wallet, I believe, right? There's my SLERF, though. Everything seems fine. But yeah, I would go to your connected sites and just, just make sure you're not connected to some stuff that you don't want to be connected to. And you can even just disconnect from things. But look, I'm on Radium. I'm on Jupe. I'm on Orca. Everything seems to be correct. But, just make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay? BNB, please. Thank you for the great TA. Tesla, man, we love you. We appreciate you, brother. Hope you're enjoying your Tesla, which I think you have, or just all the shares that you may own. And maybe that's Elon, man. Elon, we love you. If that's Elon just hanging out, we love you, Elon. He would be polite like that, wouldn't he say, BNB, thanks for the great TA? He probably wants to put a bunch of dough in BNB. Elon, we know it's you. We appreciate you. We love you, man. Okay, so we talked about BNB breaking to the upside. I gave you the flag down here. It continued to moon. Gave you such a beautiful call to $630. BNB is one of my favorite coins in the game. I've always loved BNB because it was one of the first things I got into at $1. And this thing would soar. BNB would have broken out, and you can see how DeFi really is taking control. BNB really has done its own thing. And it hasn't pulled back as bad. But again, it got away from the 21-day moving average, and you have to come back to the 21. So like a lot of things, we're in a flag here. And this could be a lot of retail is waking up. They were on the sidelines. As Bitcoin started to pump, they got excited. Some people were too afraid to buy. Some people FOMO'd in. All right. But the point of that story is there's definitely a bunch of people now that feel more comfortable buying the dip than they did in the highs. This is going to attract buyers. And we already have the people like you and me that just can't stop DCAing. And then you have like the new age revolution of kids that know more about the internet and the digital, there's like a digital revolution going on now for sure, right? With the, metaverse gaming, and kids know way more about, technology than they ever did. I can see 15-year-olds buying Bitcoin, 18, there's all sorts of people of all walks of life that buy Bitcoin that we never thought. So touching the 21 is key. Again, I go to the 3-day. When you're away from the 3-day, we may continue this dump. That's the thing. This dump may be bigger, and we may have to touch the 3-day 200 SMA. Look at our support of resistance, though, and we do have some resistance. We're right on it. If we do lose it, BNB comes to 452. It all depends on Bitcoin. Even a hot coin that's got some power against BTC, or have been showing that it does its own thing, less it just basically it's like less dominance. Bitcoin doesn't dominate as bad. It still will eventually succumb to a bigger pull. It might even succumb to a smaller pullback, but it will come to a pullback. So it may not dump as bad as the other coins, but when Bitcoin pulls back, it will pull it back, right? So you're looking at these levels, but BNB looks nice to me. And again, that hidden bullish divergence keeps calling my name. And it's because it's my favorite indicator in the game. I love the indicator. I've been using it for years on many different time frames to bail me out of some of the stickiest situations or to make some of the greatest calls of my life. So whenever I see a swing low to swing high to the upside, and we got low stochastics on a daily time frame, mainly the daily, 4 hour and up. The other time frames, it's like I might make a swing on it, but it's not a big deal, right? Whenever I see something like that, I'm more apt to go long. So a lot of people right now have no idea what the market's going to do. I have a pretty good handle on what's going to happen. I know if we lose what time frames to watch and what levels have to stay intact. If we lose those levels, I know what's the next levels are coming if we go to the downside, right? I know what shapes to watch. I know what ideas, and I know the probability that's coming at us. So I like what's going on. I'm not saying I know everything, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm ready, engaged, willing, and I've put in the effort, right, to be in the focus and the discipline to be right where I need to be when price action decides to do what it's going to do, or to make a move right now if that's what I want it to do. All right. Okay, Sam, can you check AIOZ? I'm loving the group, by the way. I've learned so much. Big love. Love to hear that, Miles. Language. Hey, if you're a person that seeks knowledge and you want to better yourself, I really don't think there's a better place to be. Good morning, Lifer. Can you look at Jupe? I see hidden div on the 6 hour. Can you take a look? God bless my friend. Big Banks, $4.99. Thank you so much for the 20th super chat on the live, too. I'm telling you, man. YouTube, you got to love me, man. We bring in a lot of revenue. A lot of chat revenue. You guys, YouTube, man. Every day, I love y'all. Shout out to YouTube and Google algorithm. We love it. We appreciate you. Without that beautiful algo, right? And, we turned it into love, baby. Sam, your channel is getting the respect it deserves. You're blowing up. I can remember 33 on the live a couple years ago. Good job, and thank you. Tommy G, we love you, brother. Much love to you and yours, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Twiz, sending some love for the $4.99. Thank you, Twiz. We love you, brother. FOMC meeting today. I will be live again. I'm going to cover it. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. We're going to be watching that 1 second, that 1 minute chart. We're going to have BOOKMAP up. We're going to be watching what Jerome Powell says. I'm probably going to have a tie on. Massive paid in soon, someday, Bitcoin will never come down below 100K. Hold as many as you can. Time is ours. Bitcoin pump 2024. Let the world know. The pump. 100K will eventually be the bottom. And at that point, holding 10, 20, 30 Bitcoins is just going to be a dream come true. All right. Shout out to God for helping all the people that did acquire the Bitcoin they did throughout this world and throughout this time. Giving them the foresight, the insight, and the belief and the faith in themselves to push through when the whole world didn't believe in them. When many people just still didn't understand what Bitcoin was and why it was worth even getting into. I know people in the finance world that still don't understand Bitcoin fully and don't understand. I will teach them. I say, do you know what fiat currency graveyard is? The history of monetary fall. Living in denial about the economy. I still see Americans living in denial about the fate of the US dollar. Even when they know the past performance is not a guarantee of future performance, they still say things like, yeah, the 2008 bailouts were bad, but our economy is stabilized. We'll be okay. What? Thank you. I never remembered. That's at 11:15, though. God bless you. Thank you. Appreciate you. I almost couldn't hear you because I have headphones on. You know that, right? But I still it was almost like a piece of the sound. I barely knew. Yeah. Your mic is bad today. It's too loud. Check. Oh yeah, no, it just actually went up. Check. Yo. You know why? It didn't. The second I opened Zoom, it messed my mic up. My mic's been perfect all day. It's not bad. Yeah. Okay. Mic is fine. No, it's good. Yeah. Was today the lowest Bitcoin day or a fall? How's the audio now? Do I need to come up or down? This is the weirdest thing. When I open up Zoom, it messes with these levels. And these levels start to give me false levels. I don't know why. In my Streamlabs OBS. The two don't like to hang out together. Sounds good. It's a little loud, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so look, fiat currency graveyard, a history of monetary folly. So you see this, and it's like the fiat currency graveyard. And it just shows all of these fiat currencies that have gone throughout time. Zimbabwe, the $1 trillion bill. So you can just look through the past history and see for the facts why you should be buying Bitcoin. This is it. You don't have to be a rocket science here. scientist here. You can just look at the facts. I have the facts on my side. I have history on my side. You know, some people think I'm just this like gung-ho cowboy that's throwing all his family's money at Bitcoin, and I think I'm going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I'm a know-it-all. And I'm just looking at them like, do you study history? And maybe I'm open-minded. Maybe I'm missing something. But man, the knowledge that I've used for years has continued to propel me further into a higher tax bracket. So I don't know. Again, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital. All about preserving your wealth. You can buy gold and silver and Bitcoin inside of your IRA. Can't do that anywhere. And invest 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They even have Shiba Inu, Gala, Axie Infinity, Sand, Tezos, Chili's, some of the coins that some other places don't even have. And they have access to them here inside of your Roth IRA. Trade tax-free short-term trades inside of that IRA, right? It's really pretty interesting. So jump on into your I Trust Capital account today. Find out what it's all about. QR codes on both sides of the screen. Check it out. Can't wait to see you, happy and holding it down. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Another guy saying you should be taking as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? Just pay attention. That's all. You know what I mean? This could be, something you may want to look into and do your research on. That's all. And they sponsor the channel. I really appreciate I Trust Capital and the constant relationship. It's amazing. All right. Let's get back in to Bitcoin. See, the stochastics got high in the 7. When you get high in the 7 and you hit a resistance, you're going to curve down. This could very well be an M pattern. And see, I didn't enter. This could very well be an M that breaks to the downside. If we lose the 200 SA in the 7 minute, it's going to kind of build a sadder, more bearish picture for Bitcoin. If we stay inside this pattern and we begin to consolidate, so you can see, do you get now how the 7 minute really plays a substantial role? And again, any time frame that you heavily focus on for years at a time and make it your point of focus will become a good point of control for you. See, like, it's only a point of control for me because I'm able to, I use it all the time. I consider this just like being a buoy. And you'd be like, buoys? Yeah, a buoy, there's big buoys that stay in the same place. They throw a piece of concrete all the way down to the ocean and they run chain like 200 feet, right? Or whatever it is. And the buoy sits there and it sits, as far as it can offshore, and it takes in data. Now, because the buoy sits in the same place, the buoy starts to know a lot about the area. The water comes by, the buoy, and it sends a beacon out, right? Horrible's buoy, I never told you I was an illustrator. My mother was an amazing artist, not me. So, beep, 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 right? And this is going to tell all this information about what's happening. And because it stays in the same place, you are a beacon. Your brain registers information. When you walk outside, the wind hits you, you go, oh, you can feel if it's windy or not. So you are a meter in a way. Like, you ever think about when the army makes all those little nano bugs, right? And they send them off into a war area and it sends information back. Those nano bugs aren't supposed to make it home. They're supposed to just disappear, but send a bunch of information back. You're kind of a nano bug in a way sent onto the earth. And we give so much information. Our senses, we pick up a lot of things. So human beings, you are a sensor in a way, which is weird to think about, but you're a sensor. You know when things are cold. You know when things are hot. You know when things are loud, right? Again, you're limited. Like a dog has higher sensors than you. But the point of this is, think about yourself as a sensor on Earth and how all these things that you take in, right? And so because of that, like, you do give off signals here on the chart that I pick up on. So when all of retail is trading, we're able to find out what's happening in the market. See, the market are a telltale. And see, that I'm trying to tell people that, but they don't realize, right? You must buy Bitcoin with your altcoin meme coin profits. You will regret not doing so, says AI Daily Answers. Pump it up. I continuously buy BTC on a regular basis. It's what I do. And, I'm on my way to get another whole Bitcoin, and I'm stashing it on MEXC. MEXC, even though the fees have gone up slightly, still the best place to trade. Like, you can't beat MEXC's fees. So If I'm going to add to MEXC or add to my bags, I'm going to do it through MEXC. I might add a few things on Coinbase, but Coinbase is going to be highly priced. They're going to add a little bit to the price. You buy Bitcoin on Coinbase right now, they're going to make it $64,180, even though it's $60,080, and they're going to charge you $5 to $10, maybe even $50. You know what I mean? So they're going to add to the price. They're going to give you over spot premium without even saying anything. You're going to have to see that for yourself. If you didn't know it, you're just going to buy and not realize. But if you have a chart open like this and you're watching, Binance, and then you buy it, on Coinbase or even the Coinbase chart, you go buy Bitcoin right now on Coinbase. They'll charge you more money than Coinbase. They will charge you more. I love Coinbase because of the security and how long they've been around. And I guess everyone's got to eat. So, and we're all going to make so much money in crypto. We'll give them our money. All right. Well, wow. Aerodrone, baby. I put $4,000 into Aero, and it's now 11 grand. Aero continues to pump it. Dude, Coinbase Ventures invested in them. So I invest where Brian puts his money. I'm not going to that's going to 10x it. I think that could 50x. That 400 grand could turn into $200,000. I think on some of the dips I may be adding to my Aero bag. And you do whatever makes you happy. I can't force you to do anything. But Aero is amazing. I'm super excited to see what's happening with Aerodrome. All right. I think I first bought it on CoinEx too, which is crazy. He gets fake out confirmed, very low volume. I mean, I don't know. I'm a moving average guy. We got above the 200 SMA. You'd be surprised if you stick to that. Look, right here, we got above the 200 SMA. Even if you said no volume, whatever you wanted, we got the pump. So that was a nice trade there. We got above here, nice trade to the upside. And we got above here, a nice trade to the upside. So look, you're looking at Aerodrome. You're making all these gains. Everything's going your way, right? You want to participate in gains. You want to make more and more gains, don't you? But what do you do about your taxes? What do you do when you got to pay the piper? What do you do when you got all these transactions everywhere and you have no idea what you're doing? Who here's been in a jam before with a bunch of transactions and it makes you a little nervous? Who's made a lot of gains and you just don't really know how to do it? Like you don't know what you're doing. Again, I am not a professional, but I know someone who is. And I'd like to bring them in right now to kind of just discuss it. It's going to be a quick little interview, all right? And I want to show you the potential here that we have, all right? Give us 1 second to bring it on in, and we'll be ready to go. I don't see, I don't got it, babe. I'm going to keep moving on with the show. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're connecting. I believe we have it. I believe we have it. Nope. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. All right, I got to move on with the show, babe. I don't want to. The flatness is no go. When he comes in, I'll keep it moving. Anyway, so here. Bitcoin, USD. We want to stay above this key level. We did just lose 64,000, right? Dumpage. Look at that. And it could be a nasty M pattern to the downside. Stochastics are coming down. We want to see that we stay inside this pattern. All right? Very, very important we stay inside this pattern. All right, everyone. I want to bring you somebody that I've used personally. He's my personal tax attorney. I use him, right? When I go over certain things for crypto that I need answered, I call this man. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. His name is Ernest Lee. Let me bring down that music. Let me introduce my man, Ernest Lee, with Decrypted Tax. All right? He's going to teach you a little bit about who he is, what he does, and how he could help you understand cryptocurrency and taxes a little better. Ernest, how you doing, man? And how you feeling today?
Sam, I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. It's tax season. It's March the 20th, and we're in full steam ahead.
So, just tell a little people about your experience with taxes, why you got into crypto tax, and maybe how you could help, someone that's confused, bewildered, maybe in a little bit of fear, and how you can quell those fears and give them the knowledge they need and what they get if they could work with you. And is there some discount with being a lifer? If they know my channel, if they're involved with me, is there something that is there an incentive there with your business too as well?
There's a 25% discount for lifer followers. I'm a tax attorney. I started this practice back in 2020. Decrypted Tax was born. I had another tax practice the last 20 years, and I had more and more clients that were trading crypto or that had crypto exposure on their tax return. And so eventually I just, we kind of split off and started Decrypted Tax. So yeah, we have about 500 clients. We have a new balancer portfolio tracker that'll be launched on our website within the next 7 days, and similar to CoinLedger or one of the others. The difference is there's individuals behind the data. We regularly monitor all of the client data. We send out emails when there's opportunities, tax loss harvesting or tax gain harvesting. Something that hasn't come up very much, but you have a 0% rate at a certain point. If it's December and you haven't sold any of your crypto, it might be a good time to sell some crypto, realize about $50,000 in gain, and not have to pay any tax on it.
Yeah, because there's just so many nuances to taxes. Once I finally got a professional to help me do my taxes, my life changed, and I could tell everyone, like, if you do come into some money with cryptocurrency, I think the first thing you should do is hire some professional services and get yourself taken care of. Number one, you enjoy your money more when you don't have to worry about it. Number two, you take care of trading in your life. Let these people take care of what they do best, Ernest made an LLC for me in one of my first properties that I ever bought, and was also working with me and my mom when she passed. So, I've personally worked with him, everybody, and I really, really appreciate what he's done. And, I put my name with what he does. So if you need tax services, and again, he'll do anything from, light transactions all the way up to how many you said one of your clients had, how many transactions?
Yeah, I've got a client that has 200,000 transactions a year. Now that's an outlier. Most clients have between 10,000 and 100,000 transactions every year. And so we track all of that. We track exchange to wallet back to exchange. We track any of your staking. We also work with a number of clients that have had Celsius losses, BlockFi losses, FTX Voyager. We work to write those losses off in the current year. In certain circumstances we can. But yeah, I'm a tax attorney. I've been doing this for 20 years. Before this, I was at Deloitte Tax, Big Four accounting firm in London, and working on taxes then, spreadsheets. That's what we do, data collection.
Cool, man. So how can they contact you? How can they find out about you? And I have your website kind of behind. Let me move you a little bit here. Decrypted.tax is right there. He has a Crypto Lifer logo, 25% off the standard pricing. And, this is a sponsored segment, just so you know, too, as well. But only because I really trust and believe in what Ernest does. And I've actually worked with him before, or I would never have him on the channel. I just want to make that clear to everybody. Yeah.
I appreciate that, Sam. Yeah, they can reach us at decrypted.tax. They can schedule a free consultation. Just get on there and schedule a free consultation. You'll have either myself or one of my team that can talk you through what you've got going on, can see if we can add value. And if not, well, you get a free hour of advice.
There you go. You can't lose, right? Get a free consultation. If there's something nagging you, if you don't understand, if there's DeFi, whatever, and they handle it all. From anything that goes on chain, they'll be able to backtrack that on chain analysis, because a lot of these data collection services, they don't know where it started, right? They're going to be able to kind of fill in the blanks for you whenever you're on Coinly or you're on Bitcoin.tax or wherever you are, and you're filling out all the stuff, you're APIing, but something just doesn't seem right, and you get stuck. And it happens to a lot of people. So if that's happening to you, Crypto.tax definitely may be a solution for you. So, well, thank you so much, man. Any last thing you want to say before we jump back into the charts?
Sam, I just appreciate your support. Been watching you for a long time. I really appreciate the information and the value you give to your viewers. We strive to give equal value. That's what we do.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Ernest. You have a wonderful day, man, and God bless you. And nice talking to you and seeing you today.
Thanks, Sam.
Like to
Talk to you soon.
You look great. God bless.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, everybody. That was decrypted.tax. Just wanted to put him out there, let you guys know who he was. If you ever needed any services at all, you will get 25% off through me. That's something I can offer you too. So, and I personally have used him before, and he is a tax attorney of mine. So tax attorney privilege too, attorney-client privilege is really important, I think, in the professional world. Something you definitely want to strive to obtain, especially when asking for professional advice, right? All right, let's move on. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to everyone that jumped on in, okay? And stuck with me throughout that. I know you didn't. It wasn't the TA that you wanted. I did see we lose some people, but hey, you got to, these are important things for important people. If you need to get your stuff in order, I'm telling you right now. Anyway, so when I got an account and my life changed, I just want to say that about, in 2014, I got an account in 2015. It's now been almost 10 years. My life will never be the same. I can remember the time when I did and did not have an account. It was like day and night. Okay. Yeah, I'm still holding SLERF. You never know. It could go to zero, man. SLERF could go to zero. These coins have no value. If you're diving into something like this, you could lose everything you have. All right. I just want to make that clear. Okay. Wow. SLERF did a beautiful pump to the upside, though. Look at that huge pump. It actually did break out of the flag like I suggested it would. Unbelievable. Went to 136. Oh my gosh. I had a feeling if anything was going to pump, it was going to be SLERF. I drew this flag. Fine, it went down a little bit. I drew my target. It almost went exactly to my target. I said 151. It went to 146. Wow. 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 J.O. Bowden. Wow, this thing erupted. Wow, we talked about that at the 786 Fibonacci retracement. You see that? The 786 works even on memes, everybody. That thing went up 700% gain, still holding gains of 5x. And broke out this flag to the upside. Bowden. Wow, these coins are doing damage. I got to look at the other one now. I'm not even going to say the name. This one even did, they both ripped too. It's funny, I thought this one was hilarious that it did rip. Now this one's coming back down. Craziness, right? It's just funny how the truth comes out in the meme, right? It all comes out of the wash, man. How you are is how you are to everyone. The world sees who you are eventually, right? No matter how hard, So look at this falling wedge breaking back. That thing could do numbers. These things are crazy. Wow, we just got massive gifted memberships from decrypted.tax. He just gifted 50 memberships 2 times in a row to all the lifers, man. And he's a lifer himself, just so you know. He watches the stream consistently. He's part of the community. He supports the community, supports me. Really nice to have him on the stream today. Unbelievable times. Sam, please analyze hot. Wow. I want one. What a dude, man. That's amazing, man. Blessings on blessings. Hey, Sam, what are your thoughts on the chain swap project and C-swap token? Are there any other cross-chain swapping projects? There's so many cross-chain swapping projects. You've got RUBIC, right? RUBIC is a great place to swap. RUBIC is like the premier, but I think it may charge a little bit, but the best rate finder, DEX bridge aggregator, and tools to enable for dApps. You can do any chain you want on RUBIC. Finds the best swap options across 200 plus DEXs. RUBIC's MetaMask Snap. Make sure that's not, I would always see how that came up. I didn't just click on it. I'd go back to RUBIC. Okay. And I did just buy bags of AIOZ. I'll let you know on the low. That is a coin I purchased last night. Wow, look at RUBIC. Look, RUBIC looks hot right now. RUBIC's been pumping for the last few days. Look, from 28 to 30 cents. RUBIC is cross-chain. Look at the 33333 on the Ethereum address. I love that. Whoever does the RUBIC stuff. So let's take a look at RUBIC here. And shout out to everyone jumping in and grabbing those memberships. Getting those gifted memberships, amazing. So the RUBIC token for wrapped ETH. Down a little bit. Let me see where. Oh, wow. So we saw it here. Pumped up. Wow, all the way from 21 cents up to 39 cents. Then again, with the Bitcoin kind of pulled back, right? The whole market gets that pullback. Got this trend holding. And so you want to see, is this, that could be, what you want to see. Again, I don't think I'm going to be trading RUBIC recently. I just like it for what it is. It works really, really cool. If you launch the app and you connect your MetaMask wallet, you can use MetaMask or Phantom regardless of whatever one you want, right? And the key is here, you could go from any token on any chain to any token on any chain. You go from Linnea to Avalanche, Avalanche to Polygon, Polygon to BNB, BNB to Solana, Solana to... You name it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, right? Funny, can you finally put Solana? You can't put Solana on... I don't think you can put Solana there, right? I got some paid. Look, I got my AIOZ. I got some paid, right? The AIOZ already up. Maybe a few $100. I like paid, man. And I got to go stake my paid, actually. I got to get that cleaned up. Shout out to anyone that keeps getting memberships handed to you. It's amazing. Blessings on blessings to be alive. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 164 beautiful people here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Back to Bitcoin. Back to the Fed day, right? We expect sideways price action. We expect the price to just sit in limbo until Fed comes. What I do like is the fact that we're slightly, when the stochastics are key. If you have your pattern and you have your stochastics, you start to make sense of the world. Why? Well, this would have been a double top if I didn't know this. Say I didn't have anything else to go on and I didn't use stochastics. Oh, that's a double top. I'm shorting the market. See? If I didn't have moving averages, and all I used was the 1 hour time frame, you'd probably short that. But we have a secret weapon. We have the 7 minute. We have the moving averages. We know we're above the 200. We know the Stokes have reset without making a lower low. We're actually making a higher low with stochastics reset beginning. That's what we're starting to see. That tells me this pattern wants to grow. Again, it could still form and dump on you. Nothing is guaranteed in trading, but the odds are getting higher and higher that this is going to break out now. And remember, this breakout is the beginning of something big to another realm, right? And shout out to the channel subscribers. We are blowing up, everybody. We really, really appreciate it. We see how hungry you are for the content. We see how much you guys love the live stream. Like, you don't like anyone else. Like it's funny. It's funny. The interview. Nothing. You guys want lifer all day in the charts. That's what you want. That's what this channel wants, man. You guys made it abundantly clear. You want the lifer, and you want them now. Wow, but shout out to everybody here. We grew 110% more views than usual in the last 28 days, getting 455,000 views, 119,000 watch time hours. That's double most people doing what we're doing. Unbelievable. 3,700 subscribers, 58,273, on our way to 59,000, on our way to 60K, crushing through the 50s. Yo, you people are amazing. Bless all of you for helping me get where I'm going. You show up on this live stream, you change my life. Every single one of you, you take your hard-earned time, your minutes on this earth, all you have, and you give it to me for these 2 hours a day. You changed my life, everybody. You made this channel amazing. You made this stream amazing. You made my life amazing. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Dear Lord, may you bless every single person that helps me. May you give love, life, and happiness to every single person that helps the lifer. Sam Price, man, thank you so much, dear Lord. Blessings on blessings to be alive, right? And again, look, now we're getting nasty dumped the second we say that. Now they do want the M possibly. See that? Just be careful. We'll see how this plays out. We don't know what's going to happen. If you lose, to me, it's all about the yellow line. We use the 200. That's going to be... Then it's 61, 60K. Let's take a look at our DXY right now and see what's happening with the DXY. So the BNB looks good to me. Even better if it gets back above 55.7. 557. All right. Let's take a look at the DXY here and see what's happening. on the DXY. 103. We're getting overbought on the daily. Somewhat of a good sign. I'll get to the smaller time frame so you can see what the heck my chicken scratch is here. So we talked about Bitcoin breaking out of this flag, and we gave you the measured move. The DXY. And we said this won't be the best for Bitcoin. And boom, we got a boom to the upside here on the DXY. Then we talked about this flag breaking out. And I said to everybody, watch the bull flag on the DXY. Not amazing for Bitcoin. However, what is good is we got a bearish div here now on the 1 hour time frame. Bang, right? This could really help us out here. Let's get the dump now. Now, I've seen Bitcoin and the dollar dump together. It could happen. They've happened a few times. Even when Bitcoin's taken some of its biggest dumps, it's dumped with the dollar. The day of the FTX collapse, I'll always remember, we dumped and the dollar dumped a little bit too. And I was like, what? Like I waited this whole time for the dollar to dump and Bitcoin to pump. And then we dumped together. But there is bearish div there. Let's get that pullback to the downside. We got the moving averages far apart. Let's come back to this 200 SMA. Let's break this level. We're going to watch to see this 1 hour come on back. If you're a Forex trader, Euro USD should be getting a bit of a move here. Look for this double bottom to play out, right? That's the double top of the DXY. This could give you a couple pips here and put you on bacon on the beach, my friends. Here's your measured move. If you like your Forex, that could take you all the way to 109, okay? And just saying, it's something that we see many times in my life. Double bottom, let's see. Doesn't have to play out. And then you're seeing if you can breach this trend line. Very similar to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin breaks out, so does this. You see? The euro dollar is Bitcoin, really, in a way. And Bitcoin pumps, this will pump back up, and then you'll break the highs. For Bitcoin, you'll probably break the high, that local high there. But pay attention. If you're trading Forex, that's something you want to look at. ES1, S&P futures. All right? I see something brewing here in the charts that many people aren't paying attention to. Remember on my weekly analysis, I told you, I likely see us break into the upside. They have to continue to print money. So, I don't think they have a choice here. And the Fed's definitely not going to raise rates. They may not cut rates, but they're kind of got their hands tied. I see a pump. The 1 hour wants to pump. S&P to the upside. I call it by this Friday, we're somewhere up in here, possibly breaching 52.98 when I do my update, or at least sideways in breaching. I am bullish on the S&P. I've made it clear right now. I've said it out loud. Hold me to it. Take a picture, stamp it, bookmark it, say what he said. Put it in my face if we dump. We do have resistance. We got to get back above 52.251. But I've been telling you, I've been calling the S&P, which I found insane because no one really even pays attention. But I've been calling the S&P ever since it was in this cup and handle down here on the daily time frame. I called the reversal with the hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day chart. Just like I'm seeing on the daily for Bitcoin. We had a swing down on the RSI with a swing up here. That was our bottom. Then we also had bullish divergence on the 4 hour. I called that bottom. Then we got above the 3-day 200 SMA. I said, we're gone. Once you get above a 200 SMA, you could enter with a stop loss on the other side. You'd still be in that S&P trade. Dominating. Why? They have to print money. They're going to continuously print money. We're not even through the measured move yet. The algorithmic measured move is huge. And it takes us all the way to basically 74,000. Stop at 70,000 first. So I see 7,000. I see the S&P in an everything bubble. They're going to print money to zero. What else is going to... What else? The only sad thing is when we become multimillionaires in this next rally, being worth 3 mil is going to be being worth 1.5, 2. You know what I mean? There's going to be some heavy inflation. So it already started pretty bad. Being a millionaire now is not what it was 10 years ago. 20 years ago, 250 grand is worth 2 mil now, right? In 1978, 200 grand is worth just anyway. So I'm showing you that we're about to break to the upside. And again, nice and neat. You want to see it nice and neat. You want to look at the 1 hour. Just make this beautiful ascending triangle. You don't even need to see the moving averages. You just want to see this beautiful pattern playing out. Look at the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder with the flag right there. And you got low stochastics. This shows in lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. I see a move for the S&P to the upside. Stocks look like they're about to fly. I'm calling a bottom for Tesla. No one believes me. I keep saying this is probably some of the greatest prices for Tesla right here at 173. You know, like you get the bounce here. You got bullish divergence there. It's very strong. So, shout out to all the new members. Tony C for jumping on in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you for your constant viewership and support. All right. Remember, the real fun starts when the Fed meeting happens. They're going to keep this thing level-headed here. You're not going to get as much movement. Probably skip between 7.63 and 6.7 and 6.9. You know, 6.37 and 6.39. Like, but I like that we're making this higher low. Signs that they're going to get. It looks like they're going to be dovish. They're not going to say anything, and the market's going to resume, and then Bitcoin's going to get a move. That's what I see happening, but you never know. You never know. All right? We will be back later on today. Let's take a look at the super chats. Double stream today with the lifer. Shout out to Payush. Hey, Sam, what are your thoughts about Chain Swap project? Oh, yeah. I don't know much about Chain Swap, man. Yeah. What time should we tune in for the Fed antics? Between like 1:45 and 2. Just look, have your notifications on. Okay. What? So I can't do the Fed meeting, huh? That's horrible, babe. It's bad for business, man. Should we cancel it? Or no, we can't. Wow, I have a doctor's appointment with the baby, my wife just said. How about, you want to drive yourself? I'm joking. I would have, if I was serious, I would have at least muted the mic. Man, master friend, you got to do the Fed meeting. Get a suit and tie on and just sit there and say stuff. It's okay, Sam. I'll take over. See? Now Tommy gets all the shine. You know what, Tommy? This one's for you, baby. This one's for you. I'll step aside. But I get excited, man. Just leave the door unlocked and I'll be in a bit. I love you, Tommy. Hey, everyone, head over to Tom Crown. He's going to be banging on that Fed meeting. Hitting it hard. I just got so sad, babe. You know that? It's like one of my favorite streams because I don't have to talk the whole time. What? 2. We will? Okay. So 2 o'clock. It's on. I'm back. 1 p.m. established for Powell. Let's see. I look at the Federal Reserve channel, and they always have like when they're going to be live, right? Master friend, full portent, Powell live. You guys, I love you guys. Let's take a look at the super chats. We got a lot on the screen here. We got a lot of colors. $50 here, 50 there. We got, wow, you gave another 50 gifted. He gave 150 memberships, man. Blessings on blessings. Thank you so much, Sam. Learning every day. Spending time with you is a blast. Rave Song Records, man. What a nice guy. You know, spending time with you is a blast. Like, if I get to keep meeting people like you that are nice to me, they get to make gains and tell me how much they've changed their life, I'm going to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I stop? That's why everyone's like, well, take a day off. I'm like, from what? Having fun with people that love you? I just couldn't do that, right? So the Federal Reserve meeting starts at 2:30. He goes on at 2:30 Eastern time. So I usually come on at about 2 because, like, I did the 1:30 thing before, but I'm on for like an hour and a half just yapping, and I've already been long. You know what I mean? So Tommy can yap for you. Oh, man. But so, you know, it's all about this flag. This could be an M pattern. We are, you know, I'm not trading Fed Day. Tommy, are you trading Fed Day? Are you going to live trade, baby? Or are you going to stay on the sidelines? I don't trade Fed Day. Everyone knows that. I think I did it a few times. I do 90 minutes of yap. Oh, then I go and shut up and watch with everyone else. Yeah. Heck no. See? Kendu, Inu, Chad community, no panic, Jeets. You're funny, man. I never trade Fed Day. See? Tommy either. Tommy knows. Dang, man, you guys are out of control here every single day with the fan funding, the memberships, the love. I'm telling you, when you live in love, people just shower you with love. It's amazing. I'm going to keep living in love every single day of my life. TA on BBQ Chicken Pizza. Coin ticker, ooh-wee. Shout out to Kenny G, we love you. Freebird, let's go. Tucker. Tori, we love you. Blessing, Sam, appreciate the look on TIA. Let's take a look at TIA from my man, Stas. TIA getting hammered recently, right? Back to 13. Isn't that what I saw? 13. And, you know, it's got that inverted. If Bitcoin continues to dump, I'd look at it on the bigger time frame. 2-day chart. Wow. So it doesn't have a lot of information on the 2-day. It had, look, a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. I guess a lot of people finished their stake, had made their gains. They'd been in super early and decided, hey, it was smart time to take some profit. And there's the neckline that broke too, right, for the head and shoulder pattern. You can see I had drawn there. I was looking at it myself just last night alone. I was like, TIA. Celestia. So we have a support right here, and support right there. Really, I would just pull a fib on the whole thing and say possibly $9. I mean, the thing ripped, right? If it has a long career in it, right, then it's got to have a nice pullback. And then it gets to 31 and we're all in gains. And imagine getting in at 9 and then being able to rip up to 31 and getting that 3x. So I see opportunity if that happens. I don't see this collapsing. I see it as a great project that continues. And again, I own TIA, so I'm going to say that. Bounce, resistance, you know what I mean? I'll tell you when I own a coin. I'm always transparent about that. I like to tell you when I own a coin. I think it's fun. It's conversational talk. Hey, I own some TIA. What do you own? You know, hey. Especially if you guys bring it up on the stream, I'm going to, you know. Transparency is key. My mom was always transparent with me. My dad was too. As best as they could be, right? And again, it depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin rejects. You get a rejection here, you fall to the downside. Mixed signals, not the best pattern, right? Not getting a lot of awesome feedback there. Like, you know, you kind of see if you got resistance right now at 1450. And so I would just kind of put this in, you know, somewhat of a, and honestly, this could dump. If Bitcoin resumes and gets back above, this goes too, and then that could be your bottom. So it's kind of following the rest of the market here. But I got some more bearish vibes than bullish vibes when I look at this chart. So just because it made a lower low, it looks like it's not able to get back above the zone. All right. Okay. And thank you so much for these super chats. They just keep running. Thank you for the $4.99 from AMB Motocross. It's trying to keep up with all the rewards. It's taken forever, right? Shout out to the new subscriber. Lax, we love you. Lax. Sam, you're my idol, and I'm here every day. All love from your boy, Alex. Shout out to AMB Motocross. We love you. We appreciate you, man. A token of my appreciation for all that you do on each and every day. Much love, brother. For $20 from Crypto G, man. You didn't have to do that, man. Blessings on you, and that comes back on you. That means you're a loving person that gives. And so celebrate your third super chat on a live. Blessings. Thank you so much for being here, man. Just sending some love. Trump TA looks like it may have bottomed. We'll take a look. Hunter Love. Celebrate the third super chat for the $1.99. We got Cameron Earth King. Do I have to pay tax on coins I hold every year? Not if you don't sell them. But, you know, consult a professional. I am not a professional. Good morning, Lifer. Can you look at Jupe? I see hidden bullish divergence on the 6 hour. Can you take a look? God bless. Let's take a look at Jupe from Big Banks. And funny, you guys are giving a lot of TA today. I mean, a lot of super chats, and you're not asking for a lot. That you guys are just giving. That's amazing. It really is. Unbelievable on a beautiful day. Shout out to everybody here. Blessings on blessings to be alive. And thank you so much for jumping on in with the Lifer. Yeah, it's at the 786. I mean, that's a known retracement area. Could be a possibly great place to jump on in for a coin that could eventually get pretty crazy once the elections get pretty nuts. So, you know, that to me is interesting. But if Bitcoin dumps, it could go lower too. So just, you're on it. You got to really believe in this coin, you know. But it is at the 786 Fibonacci retracement. Look at that right there. Even from here to here, you can see it's bouncing right there. That's the 786. See it? 786. When I take from this impulse, if I go all the way, it's at like the 618, you know, golden pocket, which is even more bullish. So, yeah, I mean, that's where things boom. That's a bull flag. But again, whatever makes you happy, just send in some love. Shout out to Twiz. We love you too, man. Now let's take a look at Jupe. I'm excited. He said there's some hidden bullish. I want to see that. I see Tesla. This could be your bottom for Tesla, man. Shoulder, head, and shoulder there, though. They've been having some bad news. That billionaire drove her car right off into the water, right? That was like a few months back, but still so weird. Let's take a look at Jupe. And you can get Jupe on MixC, man. They don't play. So let's go back. Sometimes someone asked me, like, I see that 618, right? But we'll talk about it. Someone said they see hidden bullish div on the 6-hour time frame. I mean, yeah, it's pretty strong. I've taught you all so well. I love this, that like you guys see it. You see exactly what it is. So when you get hidden bullish, you want to be at the 786 or the 618. You want to have low stochastics, and you want to see the MACD turning. When you get all that, see, when I see this across a lot of coins, this is a known signal that I know plays out very well. Again, I'm still on my support of resistance. You still got to break back above 124 to remain bullish. And look, we have 209 as well. Okay. Key level we're watching is here and here. The target would take you all the way to 209. You'd have heavy resistance at 150, 148. And you've had your first breakout that you'd have to push through at 125. You know, but again, I mean, I like the fibs. I like the hidden bullish. I like what I'm seeing. It depends on Bitcoin yet again. I know I keep saying, but if Bitcoin just takes a tumble, but baby, this is a beautiful setup. And I'm personally in Jupe. We got on Jupe back here when it all began. Then even bought a little bit when it was on the low to add to my bags. And man, I'm super excited to see where Jupe could go and what's going to happen to Jupe. So I vote on governance, and you get coins when you vote on the governance. If you're, I think what you vote on gets picked, you get coins. Is that how it works? So I did monkey swap. Let's see if it happens. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it happens. Or do we all just get paid no matter what? There's probably something to it. Let's get the likes up to the watches, everybody. 809 likes. Unbelievable. $200 in chat revenue. 161 new members. I mean, this has been a monumental day for the channel. Monumental day for the channel. And Bitcoin sits in limbo here flat. Oh, it fell out a little bit here. But now it's double bottoming possibly. See? It went from a double top to a double bottom. Got you flipped. It's got you flipped sideways and twisted. So we're still just watching the 7-minute flag. You see, it hasn't made a lower high yet. It's still a possible a lower low. Sorry, it hasn't made a lower yo yet. Still, that's a double top M to me. But again, I gotta see it break that yellow line first for me to be bearish. And the 7 minutes oversold again at a low, high, higher low. And I could see us just playing with this chart until we get closer to price action. And it's gonna go up or down. Bang. So that's on my radar right now. Let me continue here to make sure I'm not missing any super chats. And let me call out everyone that gave today. We have a long list of people. Shout out to Crypto Finder. Love your live streams. Glad I found you. We looked at Rango at the beginning. Thank you for the super chat. It was a little too small for me. I hope it wasn't the wrong coin. Bullish Roger Dodger for $5 super chat. Crypto Plumber gifting 10 memberships. Satoshi Love for a $50 super chat. Are you kidding me? I love you, brother. I love you, man. Thank you. You're frequently on my mind, my friend. I appreciate all that you do and everything that you are. Dustin, I love you, man. Wild Crypto Holdings. Can we look at RUNE BTC pair? Much love and respect. First super chat on a live stream. Sorry we missed you, brother. So much action there. You got kind of put in the middle. It's like the middle child. You know the middle child? Like nobody pays attention to the middle child, right? You were somewhere in the mix. We got you, though. That's why I was diligently going over the super chats. I didn't want to miss anybody. You know, we talk about so much love of the channel. People feel it, that they do get hurt a little bit because they feel so encompassed as part of the family. And they're like, oh, my. So that's why people get a little more hurt here than maybe other channels. They don't care as much. But here they're like, oh, I really would like my super chat to get heard by the lifer. Like, because I feel I'm a part of this community, you know. So I get that. Okay, so cool. Let's get rid of the moving averages. Let's take a look at what's happening here for RUNE BTC. And I had a pounding headache this morning, and I had it for days. I finally don't have it anymore. I'm very excited. I feel really, really good. We're going to be able to see some pictures of the baby, God willing. Have a safe trip. Everything will go well. So overbought here on the daily chart for RUNE BTC. Had a nice pump, but it looks like maybe its time has ended a little bit on the daily time frame. Slap on your moving averages. Look for your 21. See how they're forming. See what's happening. Bring this back down to previous resistance. That's support. Looks like you may be getting a bounce here. I see a lot of flags. Why so love over me? That's me in Florida, baby. Wash away my fears. I love this track. Wash away my fears. Goes a little bit above, but you'd see that area makes sense. We would hit that resistance. I like what I'm seeing here. The 4 hours a little, kind of challenging. The 1 hour needs to come on down. And again, it all depends if Bitcoin dumps. This could just making a descending triangle towards the end here and then dump to the downside. And then dump to the downside. So only time will tell, but it is at resistance inside of a flag, and that looks good to me. We gotta kind of see what Bitcoin does today. An aggressive entry would be now with a stop loss below the point of control. All right. But just watch out for the volatility on the day. Wild Crypto Holdings, we love you. Thank you for the Canadian $5. Goat Avelli, can you check Super Trump later, please? I think we did. It was really small. I had $100 stolen from Phantom Wallet. 1,000. I'm so sorry to hear that. I clicked or connected to. Everything was just sent without my consent. So weird. Can you look at PA on Solana? Breaking out, starting a cool project. You can swap crypto for Apple Pay cards. Chart's looking good. PA Zone. I've got this, it's funny. I put an alert on it here. It's about to hit my alert, really. You can see that. I see it in this flag. I don't know if this is it, but this looks interesting. It's got low liquidity because the candles are hard. So I'd probably get a very small market gap. Like I'd be able to put $500 maybe at the most. I'd be very careful on it. You do your research. It looks like a good pump though. I wouldn't touch this thing. I probably wouldn't buy it. But again, maybe I'll do my research, and if it gets more substantial, maybe I'll look into it. But right now it's pretty risky, but you never know. BNB, thank you. We did BNB. Blessings on blessings. I remember doing that. Shout out to Miles Lambridge for the 199. Can you check out Flame? 7 million Metaverse coin on Polygon. Thanks for all your hard work and time. Learned a bit in the past few years. Learned a lot in the past few years. God bless Bullish Roger Dodger, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Let's take a look at Flame. Fiestada, right? Wow, it got slaughtered, huh? I remember this coin. It was kind of hot. I don't know. Did something happen to it? I just want to look at it on another exchange. Is that... Okay, so either two different things happened, or maybe they took it off the exchange. I don't know. But I would trade it here on KuCoin. Still inside of a flag. We used to trade this coin on and off. I like this coin. I think that's a different flame. They're two different flames. They don't have this flame there, but KuCoin does. It's in a flag. This thing is hot. IDOs are getting big, right? Independent DeFi offerings or initial DeFi offerings. And so, like decentralized offerings, I mean. But, you know, this is hot to me. I think, you know, DAO Maker's getting big right now. It's continuing to make X's. People love that thing. And it continues to produce. So I see DAO going up. Let's look at DAO and Flame, Polkastarter, like anything with the, you know, Codstarter. So look, I'm going to hook you up right now with all the IDOs I know off the top of my head. We got Codstarter. Codstarter, dude. What? I'm from Boston. Don't play with me. We got Card Starter. We got Card Starter over here. We got Codstarter. Let me see here. On Cardano, right? Didn't ever really got a lot of love, man. Tap Tools. Go to taptools.io. That's your place to go for Cardano. 11% Meld lending for borrowing. Meld is like their Aave, right? AGIX, you know, $1.71 still. Oh no, $1. Sorry, $1. 171 Cardano. Yeah. Hosky is their meme. Just so you know. You got Sneck and Hosky. I think Yakita might be on here. And then I think that's AVAX. And Sneck's the big meme. Flack, lending and borrowing. They got friend meme coin here too. But again, it's been a little, I love Cardano. It's been a little quiet over here. Let's be honest. They were getting some pumpage. Things were going well, but it's been a little quiet. Card Starter in the dumps. Doesn't look good to me right now. Again, you want to buy things when nobody cares about them, but that's, you know, I like to be somewhat relevant. That thing is, but again, it is just, yikes. Anyway, I'm going to move away from that. Polkastarter is another one you want to pay attention to. Polkastarter on Coinbase, KuCoin. All right. You know, it's in a little bit of a funky falling wedge. This thing could possibly do numbers though. It's in a giant cup and handle, right? So that tells me there's something brewing for it to the upside here. All the way to 142. Very interesting. All right. We pull our Fibonacci here too as well. And you can see you're on the 618. I mean, and these are getting hot. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing makes a big move soon. Okay, if Bitcoin can stabilize, and again, if I see enough of these cup and handles, it kind of tells me that Bitcoin's going to stabilize. It's weird. I've seen, when I look at hundreds of charts, they can kind of, because hundreds of charts all are giving me data, and when they combine, I start seeing stuff. All right, this thing could make 66% gains. Polkastarter, right? And okay. Let's keep going through these super chats. Okay. AIOZ, I'm looking to love in the group. I love AIOZ. It's on Coinbase too. Right? Which is easy and accessible. That makes that, you know, and look at the flag it's in right now compared to the rest of the market. I mean, if you don't see this thing is about to like this thing is hot right now. Like, and again, I mean, you come to this channel to get the alpha. Like, this is alpha right here. Like, you're going to know what the hottest coins are on any given day if you show up with me, because that's what I do for a living. I'm a savage. I don't want to miss. Of course, I'm going to miss sometimes. I'm a human being. I got my wife who's pregnant, but I'm going to keep you guys rocking. And if you can't even make the stream, you're getting this flag right to your door. And I like AIOZ. And again, I got good trader instincts too, and I got good pickup instincts. I tend to get things at the right time. It's happened to me many, many times. It is based on my savviness, based on my detail, based on my focus, based on my discipline. Discipline comes into play all around. You stick to your discipline and things start to pan out. Thoughts on Soul Chat? Any ideas on Bitcoin collateralization for fiat loan for mortgage? Yes. You're going to be able to, yeah, definitely. And I think there's some places you could do that already. Love escaping into your streams. Can we see AVAX? I'd love to show you AVAX, Paul Wood. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to Diametric Opposition. Diametric Trip. Reminds me of thoughts on Soul Chat. Soul Chat's been hot, honestly. I missed out, so I'm a little sour. This looks like it is bottomed. But should it be on Soul? Hold on. There's Wormhole. Yeah, the original Trump was on. Yeah, this was the original Trump on ETH, right? I believe. Look, $3,600 buys just coming in right now, right? People getting in. Okay. Can do, he said. Can you do it? Can do Inu. It's at that 786. Maybe I did this already. It's at that 786, which says, hey, that's a bounce area, $3.5 million market cap. And what gains are at stake here, right? What are we risking for? That's another thing about TA. It gives you, like, where are you going? Like, I think people just throw into these coins. They have no idea. TA gives you something to look ahead to, right? And shout out to Motion Crypto. Shout out to Dave Slater. Shout out to AMB Motocross, Motion, Rave Song Records. Wow. So many awesome people here on the stream. And Paul Wood. And we're going to finish off with Soul Chat, and we're going to jump on out of here for the day. Bitcoin likely stays flat until the Fed meeting. You know that. You know that. So while we put out Soul Chat, it made a little bit of a bounce, but it dumped. It did. It didn't make the move all the way up 56%. Went somewhat sideways. Let's take a look now. I was wrong. Or the TA didn't play out, whatever you want to call it. May want to bounce now, though, showing signs of support. Never even made it all the way back. As you open it here and say, I feel like it broke out, honestly. But not my favorite pattern. This would be cool if it consolidates like Bitcoin. It's kind of like Bitcoin pumps, this will pump. Bitcoin dumps, this will dump. You see, they're all waiting kind of in Bitcoin structure, even a meme. Even a meme. Wow, look at that nice bounce on the 15-minute. Double bottom there for Bitcoin. Signs of life at 63,000. That's, look, previous resistance becomes support. You don't want to lose that. You lose that, you're dropping right down to 61.9. That's a pretty fast drop. You can see it. And then the rising wedge breaks down 68% of the time. So, like I said, everybody, you're either breaking out to 67 or you break it down to 61. Today is a day of reckoning for Bitcoin. Wednesdays, baby, Wednesdays. Will the Fed be dovish? Will we get the move to the upside? What will happen? Only time will tell. Sad thing, I'll probably be like driving home, or maybe I think I'm still going to be here for the Fed meeting. I realize my wife said you'll probably be home by 2 o'clock. So I think we'll be able to pull it off. So I'll still have my team put it out at 2. I'll yap for half an hour and then we'll watch what happens. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. We'll be back to show you what goes on the Fed meeting. We looked at a lot of awesome coins. I looked at a lot of hot opportunities that I even got into last night. So instead of being in fear and bugging out, I kept my focus, and I even started buying some coins last night that probably could pay off in the long run. So blessings on blessings for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to all the fan funding. That was unbelievable. $226 in chat revenue. Can we get the likes up to the watches, everybody? Almost to 1,000 likes. Let's do it. What happened? Why can't we get to 1,000 likes? Let's do it. I know you guys can get it right now. I could stay here till you hit 1,000 likes. And shout out to Ernest Lee with the Cryptid Tax, as he's still right there on the screen. Look at that. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Come on now. 1,000 likes would be nice. Do the right thing. I know 120 of you. You got 1,400 people here. We can get 1,000 likes in a second. Watch this. We're going to get to it. Watch how powerful the community is. I'm putting my faith in each and every one of you right now. I'm putting my faith in all of you that you're going to carry me all the way to the golden gates, baby. Don't make me not make it. I'm putting my faith in it. I'm closing my eyes. When I open them again, I'm going to see 1,000 likes, man. I'm already going to say, dear Lord, thank you for all the beautiful people that did give us 1,000 likes, man. I know y'all could do it. I appreciate you guys. I would do it for you. I forget to hit the like button. It happens to me. So, all right, I'm about to look. Don't disappoint me now. I'll give you guys 20 more seconds. Oh, 997. Nah, but God bless. That's gonna hit 1,000. I know y'all. See, I have so much faith in my community. You people are so awesome. I know what I built. I know who you guys are. You guys know who I am. Blessings on blessings to be alive. What a great live stream it was. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for everything. I'm truly grateful for everything. I'm euphoric right now. God bless you guys. God bless my mom and dad up in heaven. God bless any of your loved ones that you've lost. And thank you so much for your time. I'll see you tomorrow. You know what the secret to success is? Getting started, baby.